text you?
I did not get a text, so I assume it worked.
All right. This is part 2 of the first episode.
Oh, I don't know why I do this.
I don't know why you do that.
Maybe it just makes life more exciting for me.
Maybe. I mean, if it makes you happy, I guess go for it.
That's the thing. I feel no emotion when I do this. It just.
I don't know.
It's like an instinct.
You gone to a doctor about that?
Maybe I should.
Maybe you should.
Like I just said to Phil, I have no idea what sort of demographic this is gonna have. Like,
I mean, somebody's gonna listen.
Who's gonna watch this? Not just who's gonna watch this.
Who's
going to actively?
There is somebody, and I'm not saying somebody we would like, but there will be somebody who is like, no, this is totally my jam.
Way to offend our one viewer. But he's gonna tell all his buddies, like, yeah, they flat out said, hey, we may not like you, but if you're jiving with what we're doing, you keep on.
Yeah.
Hope we made your day,
yeah.
stranger.
All one person's listening.
That'd be interesting if they heard this entire roundabout thought and they were just like, they took me on a journey. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. You're welcome for that.
We're gonna do a whole lot of pretending to be the audience because
we're weird.
Yeah. There's not a good reason.
No, there's really not. There's not a good reason for a lot of stuff we do. We like to
speculate about what's happening outside of where we record this.
Right. It's just fun.
Yeah. It's enjoyable.
It's super fun.
I like it. It's a good time.
It is.
I don't know.
So,
feminism. What about it?
What are your thoughts on feminism, Dakota?
I'm not a fan.
I know.
I believe in women's rights as much as I believe.
Why is it women's rights? Why is it not everybody's rights?
Because we're talking about feminism.
But it should be everybody's rights.
We're talking about how I disagree with it. And you said,
did you check your privilege before you came in here?
I don't know. I do not support these things that you say, and I do not advocate for what you do in your personal time, okay?
I never check my privilege.
You better not.
I don't.
Shitlord.
Wow.
Wow. You set it up. It was coming. Wow.
All right.
So I'm sure a few of you guys have seen it. It's got Matthew McConaughey and Andre 3000 talking. One of them says goodbye, and then Andre 3000 says, "All right." So yeah, McConaughey says goodbye. Andre 3000 says, "All right." McConaughey's like, "All right," and Andre 3000 responds with, "All right." From the song. And I felt the need to add to this in the comments of the one that I saw. I need this to happen. I need it to happen in real life. And I still feel this way. If someone has the power to do this, do it. Basically, you see that scene. And then it starts to pan out. And you watch them basically both have an all right Tourette's attack. Just back and forth, spasming, flailing. Maybe in the background as the rest of what I'm about to describe goes on, you see one of them go to their knees as they, start to seize up. I don't know. I don't care. It'd be entertaining.
Why do you not care? Because I am extremely invested in this now.
And as it pans out, you slowly see entering the frame Owen Wilson at an angled view. And then it slowly starts to turn to him and rotate around to about a half and half view. So half of it's his face, half of it's the view outside of it, and you can just barely see McConaughey and Andre 3000. Maybe from a reflection just to help make the perception that you're facing away from the whole scene more believable while you can still see it. Maybe a second camera angle. I'm not sure. I haven't decided, but you want the continuation of the scene in the background.
Right.
As it slowly fades from importance. And as we come in on Owen Wilson's face, we see him shaking his head. And then he looks down and smiles and shakes his head some more and says, "Wow." And that's the scene. That's it. That's all I want.
Hey, so we had a really cool thing just happen. One of our listeners asked who the Puppet Master is.
Oh, shit. Which one? Do you have a listener?
Yes, we have a listener. Ian Stewart, the one weird guy that listens to us.
Hey, what's up, Ian Stewart?
Man.
Hope we took you on a journey.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to say about the mysterious Puppet Master.
And don't call me swine either.
Yeah, don't
Actually, I'm okay with that because bacon and all pork products are pretty delicious.
Well, yeah, but I mean, its value increases when it's dead, not when it's alive. I think you're worth more alive than dead.
No. Life insurance. I have a life insurance policy. No, I'm not.
I don't know how to combat that.
There is none because I'm right now.
Well, not really. How much is your your life insurance cover?
400,000.
Why do you want to make things hard for me?
I'm being honest with you.
Jesus, that's.
I pay a certain amount of money a month to the
large
VA.
Sum of money to me.
To the VA. I pay a lot. I pay a sum of money to the VA every month to maintain the life insurance I had while I was in the military. At least the equivalent amount. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I want all of my debts to be able to be paid off. Like.
Yeah, no, that'll happen.
Yeah, cremation, and then just buy a new house or something. I don't know. Houseboat.
Yeah, like cremation's like probably way too fucking expensive.
I think it's actually the cheaper alternative, isn't it?
It's the cheaper alternative, but I bet it still costs a bunch of fucking money.
Well, yeah. What are you going to do? Go burn the body yourself? You have to find a certain individual who is licensed to burn bodies. You can't just go out and...
Why is there a license for this? I feel
because
like
the government is overbearing.
I feel like this is one of those life and liberty things, like fishing licenses and shit like that. Like if the government ever charges you a fee to do things that you should normally be able to do under your own agency,
so what,
it is thereby unlawful.
So would the cops just like roll up and like, hey, you can't burn people and break your oven and just like give you a ticket and leave? Because that's what they do with fishing poles. The game warden would be like, break the pole. Here's your fine.
They probably take you in for questioning because you're burning a fucking body.
Oh, well. Sometimes, I'm sure game wardens sometimes take people in for questioning.
I mean, maybe if you have a deep sea rod and a small lake, yeah, they might question you for that.
Well,
it's not the same as the cops rolling up on someone burning a corpse.
What if you're just cremating Nana? What if Nana just passed and you're like, well, I ain't got any money to bury her?
No, did you tell them that you're cremating Nana? Or
so you have to get a burning permit to cremate your loved ones?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you just
there's too many permits. There's too many permits. Why not just be like?
You can even get a permit for this. I think you have.
Why not just mind your own business and just be like, oh, neighbor's burning something. That smells weird.
Why do we have entire buildings dedicated to cremation? I may have
probably
the wrong
because of the Nazis.
Of this, but
honestly, probably because of the Nazis. Like it was extremely efficient. So
that's
probably not wrong.
I don't know how to respond.
Probably it's not wrong.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not going to disagree with you because the chance that it's there it's too high for me to just. Well,
think about wrong. Think about how much modern medicine has advanced because of what the Nazis did. Like as horrible and shit as it was, like. We wouldn't be where we are medically if it wasn't for them.
That's true. If you ask anybody who's really heavily into the medical field, like they'll say, yeah, they made some advances, and then they'll talk about how terrible the Nazis were.
Oh yeah, they were fucking.
That's the only thing you can do after you say something positive about them is immediately respond like fucking rebuttal your own statement with. But the Nazis were terrible, awful human beings because both statements are true. But to imply that anything good could have come from that. Just causes this knee-jerk response, and people to like.
We should have a history hour at some point.
That would be interesting.
We can have a little section, like a little 15-minute snip of World War II Nazi Germany, and because for all intents and purposes, I know a librarian that's really like heavily invested into.
I think I know the librarian.
I think you do,
but I think that's probably just for you and me.
But she's
a nice lady.
She's a nice lady, and she knows a lot about Nazi Germany. Like she's pretty much a textbook on it. She is good, and you can go fact check her, and she'll be right, and you'll be like, "Wow, I did not know that." Wow.
I've been on this Owen Wilson wow thing for like a week.
It's horrible. At first I did it so he would stop. And then I kind of grew to hate it, and I'm starting to grow to like it, and it bothers me that I like it.
Yeah, it's the wraparound, and then it's going to be stuck with you forever. Yep. This isn't going to be like this mask on, mask off stuff that you've been stuck on.
I'm not stuck on that. That's a new thing that's forever. When by new, I mean not at all new.
That's what I'm saying. It's new, by the way. It's very recent.
It's not.
This happened like 2 days ago.
Dakota barely knows who Future is.
I don't barely know who he is. I barely know what music he's made. There's a difference.
So tell me about him then. What do you know about Future?
Future, the rapper, named himself Future based off of being the progenitor of mumble rap. But he kind of was the first person to do the lazier hip-hop style. Or that's what he's accredited to, because I watched a fucking breakdown of who he was, I don't know, a few months ago. Because someone was breaking down his rap lyrics, and they were also like contrasting. I think like Lil Yachty, or somebody like that.
Lil Uzi Vert,
maybe Lil Uzi Vert. I don't know.
I don't even know who the fuck that is. Like
somebody
that's
newer
just...
who's part of the mumble rap trend. And yeah, I say mumble rap. I know the Wikipedia says it's for tasteless haters. No, fuck you. Hip hop used to be about something. It used to be about bars, not who had the sickest fucking beat. Yes, you can have a sick beat and actually say something, you pretentious assholes. Anyway, no, I feel strongly about this.
I can tell.
Why do you do this?
What did I do?
These ranty situations. You knew how I would respond.
You'll be all right.
To Future. Anyway, he was. I call him the progenitor of mumble rap.
The most important thing that you need to know about Future, though, is that he is a superhero.
Oh, now, let me finish this before we change to that. Jesus. Yeah,
no,
he entitled himself Future after a style that would be more popular later on in existence, like was his phrase, because I think he was thinking like hundreds of years from now in hip-hop culture, and instead it was like, I don't know, 8 years, and then people were doing it. But he was also personifying like the concept of like lean and constant intoxication and the lifestyle that a lot of like gangsta rappers try to lead about, you know, being fucked up constantly. Well, his like rap persona is supposed to be like that. And now to segue into the he's a superhero thing, it could all be a front to divert attention away from the fact that he's a superhero, which is something he addresses whenever he is I don't even know what song that is.
I think it's called Mask Off.
Yeah, whenever he's rapping in Mask Off and he says the line, mask on, no fuck it, mask off. It's the tropey superhero deciding whether to be a public face or not ideal, where like superheroes keep their secret identity. And the song is personifying him coming out about it. And when he's in the song talking about Molly and Percocet, it is maybe something about like riot gear or SWAT or something. I'm not very familiar with the song. Philip told me some of the lyrics. Like, just to let you know where this superhero theory came from. But yeah, no, he's a superhero, and he's addressing that in that song, and all of his rap is just a facade to keep people from realizing that he moonlights as a hero. And this also tied into, I think he came about the same time the TV show Static Shock went off air. So, like, he's Static Shock, so haha. Because animated characters can't become real people. But it would be fitting because they look similar. I feel like Static Shock could have grown up in the future, man.
With that rant over, I believe we're going to end the podcast now. We're ending it a few minutes early. We kind of want to get some feedback and check all that out. On top of that, it's getting late. And Dakota and I do have day jobs, sadly.
Yep.
But let us know what you thought. Give us some topics for next time. And
it'll probably be...
It might be later this week. It might be early next week.
Yeah.
We'll just have to kind of see how things play out.
See where it lands.
Yep. All right. But hey, guys, I've been Phil, and Dakota is my co-host.
Yep. Over here. This is Dakota.
Yep. And we were really glad that you tuned in, if you tuned in. And if you didn't tune in, then you should tune in next time.
Yes. I wish we had a real 50s style outro.
We should. We need to work on that. Hey, if anybody wants to make us artwork or an outro for free because we don't want to pay anybody because we can't, let us know.
We'll totally credit you for it.
Yeah, no, you'll get credit for it, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll pimp the shit out of your work. But that's all we've got time for, folks.
Yep.
We've enjoyed it. We hope you've enjoyed it.
Have a wonderful evening.
Except for Bailey. Fuck Bailey.
Oh, BIPCOT no gov license. Anybody but the government can use us. Peace!
Peace!